over the year of 2018, the United States of America produced 5.41 gigatons of carbon dioxide. For context, the Great Wall of China, which spans 21,200 kilometers, weighs 58 million tons. The amount of America's pollution would make up 93 Great Walls by weight, and be 2 million kilometers long. Earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometers, which would mean America's carbon dioxide emissions by mass would be enough to wrap the Great Wall of China around the planet 50 times. The United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is responsible for the Paris Agreement, which became effective in 2016, which has three main objectives, which are reduce emission rates, find innovative ways to combat climate change, and make money while still being sustainable. So today, we'll be investigating the world's top 20 most polluting countries using free data visualization libraries. Data visualization is a powerful method to communicate information in a striking and compelling way. It gets ideas across much faster than just reading disgusting rows of data that someone just put into a spreadsheet. It's actually just a more professional way of saying, we should take
data
and push it
into a graph.
For people with money, they spend a dosh to get licensed programs to make pretty pictures. But Wilpo is going to show you how to get it for cheap. All it takes is a little bit of code. Today, we'll be using JavaScript to make a visualization using a library called D3, which stands for Data-Driven Documents, which was made by some smart people from Stanford. From the Union of Concerned Scientists, I got the top 20 most polluting countries and their 2020 CO2 output, and trusted Wikipedia for 2020 GDP. So I joined the two datasets by country and created a new metric called Production Sustainability Factor, or PSF for short. PSF is calculated by dividing GDP, or Gross Domestic Product, which is the proxy for how much value the economy of the country generated, divided by the pollution, which is the cost of the planet's environment. So it's effectively showing how much a country can create a unit of damage to the environment. We load it via a JSON file, which then feeds into some JavaScript, which then feeds into some HTML, which then finally feeds into... Wait, just before I show you the web page, pop quiz. Which country is the most efficient at production in terms of PSF? And go! Too fast? Let's try again, a little slower this time. And go! Perhaps you may be talented with gifted eyeballs and have no trouble with a simple table output. But check this out. This lilac set of bars show their relative PSF against each other. It's simple, and it gets to the point. Looks like France is doing a really great job. Actually, the rest of Europe is doing quite well too. Maybe there's something we could learn from France, now that we know they're the most productive in terms of PSF. Wilpo, French mode activate! What's up fam? It's your garçon français.
Wilpo Milo.
Innovation here in France is really taking off. France aims to double wind power capacity by 2023, so they've been building more wind farms with companies like Engie. The first fully recycled road was built by French company Vinci, which spans 1 kilometer of the A10 motorway. Oh France, you're so full of ideas! Just what will you think of next? Wait. This can't be real. Is this? Open-air urinals?
But it's a new addition to the city's scenery that has many residents peeved. It's the view of a loo.
Turns out the waste is composted to fertilize the urban scenery. Now that's innovation.
With 4 potties around Paris and a 5th being planned, there's no relief in sight for some residents who believe some moments are best behind closed doors.